I know it's over here, but I like to look at the main camera. So welcome back. This is great. No integrity when it comes to management, or should there be? That's what we're going to cover actually, because the integrity, the management structure, how people do things when they're told to do things, accountability. But it's all about asking the right questions. At the end of the day, if the right questions aren't asked, you won't get the right answer with the right detail to accomplish the right goal. Yes, it makes sense. All right, so here's how I'm going to explain this, because I'm going to go verbatim from what he says here on this particular episode with the business scenarios based on the Daily Drucker. Remind you guys, for those who might be just tuning in for the first time, if not, and you have been following the playlist, you know exactly what this is all about. For those who have not, read the description below, get the book, follows along. It's a long series, a full year of just business conversation. That's what this is. Okay, so he says, integrity may be difficult to define, but what constitutes lack of integrity is of such seriousness as to disqualify a person for a managerial position. It's all about questions here. He goes, a person should never be appointed to a managerial position if his or she's vision focuses on people's weaknesses rather than on their strengths. Okay. He says, the person who always knows exactly what people cannot do but never sees anything they can do will undermine the spirit of the organization. An executive should be a realist, and no one's less realistic than a cynic. A person should be a realist, but no one is less realistic than a cynic, right? So here's what he says. He goes, a person should not be appointed if that person is more interested in the question, who is right, rather than what is right. Play on words, who as opposed to what, right? To ask who is right encourages one's subordinates to play it safe, if not to play politics. Above all, it encourages subordinates to cover up rather than to take corrective action as soon as they find out what they have made a mistake on, right? So it's not encouraging the right thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I want to make sure I say this right. He goes, management should not appoint a person who considers intelligence more important than integrity. It should never promote a person who has shown that he or she is afraid of strong subordinates. It should never put into a management job a person who does not set high standards for his or her own work. So the action point, here's the homework. Define integrity when it comes to your business or group or whatever you guys have going on. Work on those attributes of integrity that you require in a new employee. Drop the mic.